Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and I've made a new pick a card read for you. This time it's a love reading, past, present, and future. Now, the past part could be a long time ago. It's something, some point, significant point in your past that has something to do with what's going on in your love life right now. So it could be long ago. It could be a recent past thing, but it's significant anyway. The present part of it is about what's going on in your love life right now, but not surface level stuff. It's what's really deeply behind that kind of thing. And if you find that those are your story, the past and the present, you might want to get the deeper dive, which is the future part of it, to find out what's coming up for you. And so I've made 3 readings here: the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Each one of them has got one of those deeper dives. If you are interested in that future part of it, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's a link for that in the description box and in the comments below toward the end of the reading. And that's where you can also find your timestamps to jump ahead to your reading. Now, this is a timeless reading. Whenever you get into it is good. And so all you need to do now is take your pick. Which one do you want? Would you like the crystal? Would you like the flower? Or the shell? Take a pick now. Don't forget to click like on this video as you're watching, and leave a comment as well. Love to hear from you guys. It really helps my channel out when you do that kind of thing as well. Click on the subscribe button along with that notification bell down there to hear more from me. I make 3 of these Love Pick a Card reads a week. I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show, and I also do a daily energy update as well every single day of the year. And so there you go. Enjoy your reading. I'll see you in there. If you chose the crystal, then this one's for you. Crystals, let's find out about your love life, past, present, and the future. Now, as always, there's going to be a deeper dive to this, and the future part of it is going to be in that deeper dive. So if you find that the past and the present part is the story of your love life, then you might want to get that future part and see what's coming up. If you are interested in that, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. But let's get some general cards out first to find out what this reading is all about. Of course, the past part of it is going to be about something in your past significant to what you're going through right now. So it could be long ago past. It doesn't have to be past with your current partner or your current obsession. I just heard you're obsessed with somebody at the moment. The person that you've got your eye on, it could be something from long ago, but it just has something to do with what's going on in your love life right now. Present is the deeper stuff behind it, not just what's going on, because you know what's going on the surface of it. So what is this reading all about? You have the creation of light, things getting easier. So this reading is about making things easier for you now. Are you having a hard time with it at the moment? Struggling with what's going on? Struggling to accept what's going on perhaps? Or struggling to manifest something different? Manifest some change? This reading is to help you make things easier in your love life. Well, hopefully all of the readings are about that. What else? What else is this reading about? It's about warrior. Something to do with a fight. Something to do with you standing up for yourself and what it is that you want. So you could have been in contention with your person, wanting slightly different things and stillness. So a bit of a break. Are you on a break at the moment with your person? It could be something to do with that. So let's find out then. Something in the past, some significant point in your past that has something to do with your love life right now. Tell us about some significant point in the past for crystals that has something to do with what's going on in their love life right now. Death and rebirth, when you had a significant ending in your life. Now, it could have been an actual death. It could have been when somebody died, someone that was important to you. Or it could just be the ending of something that was really big for you, like the ending of a long-term relationship or something like that. In a marriage. And 7 of Pentacles is that waiting. You planted the seeds and you tend into the environment and you're waiting for something to sprout, something to come from it. So you had a significant ending in the past. Let's find out about that. And it's having some impact on your love life right now. Death and rebirth. Tell us what this is about. Yeah, perhaps you lost somebody. Death and rebirth. And when we lose someone, sometimes we can go into protective mode and protect ourselves from similar kinds of pain in the future, which stops us from getting into really good relationships. Like if you really loved somebody and then you lost someone, that pain might be causing you to protect yourself. from getting into relationships with people that you would really love to be in relationship with. Death and rebirth, tell us why it's here. 5 of emotions, yeah, there you have it. It closed your heart down. It closed your heart down. So it was exactly what I was saying, that you went through some kind of a loss and it shook you. It shook you so bad that it's almost like you didn't want to love again. Like that song, I'll never love again. Or just afraid of getting into relationships with the ones that you would really love. Because of the depth of feeling that you had for this person. It was someone in your home, so yeah, I think we're probably talking about a family member here, or unless you are a widow or widower, or you had a significant loss of somebody died in a long-term relationship that you were in. It feels that way to me, and it closed your heart down. So you might since then have been getting involved with people, in relationships with people at a surface level, or the ones that you wouldn't really fall deeply for, because there's this reluctance to really get in deep relationships with people. 7 of Pentacles, so you're planting seeds but they weren't really sprouting. Muse of emotions, no one that really deeply loved you. I've got this feeling like you lost someone, and you've had this belief that you'd never love again. Not like that, like you lost your person. And they were your person. They were the one for you, the soulmate kind of thing. And so once they're gone, there is no one else for you. So you might as well lower your standards. And I don't think that that's true. So 7 of Pentacles, there you were planting seeds, wanting to get into relationships, but nobody really to get in deep with. Sexual energy, so you were just connecting on the sexual level. It was enough for you to do that. So you lowered your standards from love to accepting that sexual energy. I think down to a belief that you'd already had your person and now they're gone, that's it. Now, it doesn't have to have been a death. For some of you, it could be that just a very significant relationship ended for you. But with that same belief as they were my person, and so that's it now. Reflection. This person was a reflection of you. Very close relationship to you. You thought it would work out, and then it didn't. Or they didn't stick around. On this plane, I mean. So, you had a very close relationship, perhaps a long-term relationship with someone. It was a soulmate. Someone that was so closely a reflection of you that you can't imagine that there'd be anyone more suited to you than that person. And perhaps a belief around there only being one soulmate for us, which there aren't. There's plenty. Well, maybe not plenty. Okay, I take that back. There are others there. Take a reality check. So it really hit you hard. It really hit you hard, and it was like you had to face reality that was it. That was your lot. Not life over, but perhaps love over, because you had yours kind of thing already. I've got a feeling that that's not true. What you deduced from it wasn't actually true. Tell us more about this past situation. It was true love. Well, that's true. It was true love. You loved this person. Yeah. And they loved you too. Caution and gifts. But it made you cautious of accepting gifts from other people. So you didn't want to get that in that deep with someone else. So you were choosing people unlike that true love that you had, because it's just too painful. It was just too painful for you to consider getting into another relationship like that. Why am I still shuffling that? Okay, what else? What else do you need to know? What else do you need to know, crystals? Lovers. I'm very happy with this person. Very close relationship. And then nothing after that. It appeared that nothing came after that. But I'm seeing clearly in these energies that it's because you closed the door to love after that. To true love after that. Okay, Tiki, hang on. slow down. It slowed you right down. It took the wind out your sails. It knocked your feet out from underneath you. It was really impactful to you, this. Okay, wow, I'm sorry that you went through that. I need to let the cat out, and then we'll get into the present part of what's going on in your life that has something to do with that. Go on, then. Patient kitty. Okay, so what's going on in your present that has something to do with this? You have someone coming in at the moment that could be a true love. Are you avoiding someone at the moment that could be a true love? Out of fear of losing them. Better to have loved than lost than never loved at all. Okay, what's going on in the present then for crystals? The present for crystals that has something to do with this. Eight of Pentacles, focused on your work at the moment, or the work that you put into relationships. You might have wanted to stay in control of relationships, so you being the kind of the one that puts the work in, the one that has the power in that relationship, the one that has the upper hand, you know, the one that is the most, doing the most or putting the most into it, because you are more capable, you can offer more in the relationships than the other person, but it keeps you in some level of control. You've got the Knight of Swords and the Page of Cups, so people kind of rushing towards you, you're letting them in fast with positive dreams for them, hoping that it's going to turn into something good. I'm just getting this, you're not choosing the right ones though. Rushing into relationships, hoping that it's going to be good, wishing that it's going to be good, but it's not going to be good because you're not choosing the right ones. You're avoiding the right ones for you. Eight of Pentacles, but you want to put the work in because you want to remain in control of these relationships. That way you don't get hurt, right? That way that's it. That way you're going to be the one that leaves them. Because you know, you're getting involved with the people that you're going to leave, and you know you're going to leave them. You're not getting involved with the people that can leave you, or the ones that could die, that would devastate you, the ones that would leave you. Yeah, that's what it is, isn't it? Eight of Pentacles. Tell us why the Eight of Pentacles is here. So the Two of Emotions, this is a true love. So there's an avoidance of the true love here. You want to be the one that puts the work in, so that you're the one, and you know it, that you will leave them. You'll be the one that leaves them. Always wanting to be the one that leaves them. So perhaps this past one is someone that left you and it devastated you. And have you always been the one to leave after that? Has no one else left you ever since? That's a sure sign that you're getting into the wrong relationships, if you're always the one to leave. Ancient wisdom is behind that. Ancient wisdom. Perhaps your family might have a pattern of this as well. Of the being in control in relationships, I mean. The comfort zone relationships. The ones that you know you will leave. The ones that you have the upper hand in. Page of Cups and the Knight of Swords, but you are attracting. So you're attracting these ones and you're getting into a relationship fast with them. Hoping that it's going to be good, but yeah, you're not doing this maliciously. And perhaps not even consciously either. Until I'm letting you know about it now, and it might be going, yeah, perhaps I am doing that. Okay, why would you have the Knight of Swords and the Page of Cups here? Ace of Emotions. So you are hopeful when you get involved with these people that aren't really right for you. You are hopeful that it's going to be a really good one, but remaining firmly in control of it. So you don't want it to end, but it's still a relationship that you know that you'll be the one to leave it because you're the one in control of it. So you're picking people that will like adore you, will want to stay with you because you offer way more than they do in order to remain in control. If you've got someone like that at the moment, someone that's really beneath you, beneath your energy, you know, you're not going to fall hard for them. You're not going to get much from them. So it's like a reluctance to receive from people, isn't it? You're having signs about this as well, by the way. Perhaps your friends are saying, that person's not good enough for you. But you're like, no, they're great. They're a really good person. I'm like, yeah, but not good enough for you. Could have been getting signs from your friends. Could be getting signs around you that you should be reaching higher. The scarier ones, the ones that will leave you feeling vulnerable because you'll be getting things from them. The ones that could possibly leave you. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There's no point in trying to change that which is beyond our control. Okay. Which suggests to me that you're hoping that these relationships turn into something deeper, something better, the Ace of Emotions, something that will really stick around. So you're choosing not the ones that can, but hoping that the ones that can't, but hoping that they will grow into that. Instead of accepting people as they are and choosing the one that is actually already is. One that you can get into this deep relationship with. So you're trying to protect yourself and get into a deep relationship that you really want. But the way you're going about it is to protect yourself. So it's like, I'll choose this one that isn't really it. And then hopefully I can control it and mold them to be that person that can be that one that sticks around. And I'm firmly in control, and then I'm not vulnerable to them. Can't do that. Always got to be vulnerable in love, unfortunately. Forgive and go wild. So you're having fun doing it. I mean, it is fun, but they never turn out to be the one. You always end up leaving them. Of course you do, because that's how you've chosen them in the first place. There's an element of forgiving them for not turning into the one that you wanted them to be, not stepping into that role. So if you started choosing the ones that are already in the roles that you want them to be in, ones that have something to offer, that's going to make you feel super vulnerable because you can receive stuff from them, right? And so you receive stuff from them, then you're going to add to your life. If they add to your life, you might get used to that. And then if they leave you, you'll feel devastated again like you did that time before. So, but you still want that depth of connection. So you choose the ones that can't, hoping that they will, maybe that you see have a potential to grow into the one that can, but it still keeps you in this safe place of being in control. Perhaps you try and teach them to be that one, to grow into that person, Have you? Is that what you've been doing? Getting into relationships with people with potential and then trying to teach them to become that one that you want? That means that you're firmly in control if you are the one giving most to the relationship and then teaching them as well. Fully in control. So you've got memories and fear. And this is why it's happening, because the fear of what you went through there, you don't want to go through that again. So this is a subconscious attempt at avoiding what caused you so much pain in the past, which was love. So you're avoiding love. Unfortunately, irresistible to a lot of people as well. So you could be very good looking, and so it's easy for you to attract these ones in, to have these failed attempted relationships that you're trying to control. And fantasy. There's a lot of fantasy involved in this, that they will fantasizing about who they are or who they could become or what it could turn out to be. I feel like you're not choosing the wow people, the ones that you truly would be like, they're it. Because it's too scary for you. Love makes the difference. Love helps heal past hurt. So true love would help heal these past hurts and provide a sense of security and self-worth. Just because somebody left you or somebody died doesn't mean that that's going to happen again. Don't let that stop you from loving, because love will help you heal. Now, I think that self-love helps us heal, that we heal ourselves out of a relationship, but there's some things that we've got to do within relationships, especially if your pain is you avoiding relationships or the right relationships. Wow. So there you go. If that sounds like it is your story, it could be a story and you want me to do the same thing again, which I'm going to do anyway, but if you want to watch that video of me doing it again for the future, then I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. Get your email address right, type it in carefully, because if you get it wrong, you're not going to receive it. Now, the email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder, so check those places. In that email, you'll see a link to the crystal, to the flower on the shell. Click on that crystal on your device where you can open PDFs. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to the video, just try it on a different device and it should do. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there, leave a comment as well, and click on that subscribe button with that notification bell down there to hear more from me. If this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, I'll see you in there very shortly. If you chose the flower, then this one's for you. Flowers, let's find out about your love life, past, present, and future. As usual, there's going to be a deeper dive. The future part of it is going to be in the deeper dive. So this video is about the past, something significant in your past that has something to do with what you're going through right now in your love life. It doesn't have to be in the connection you're in at the moment, the past of your connection, or even recent past. It could be long ago past. Present, of course, is about what's going on at the moment, but it's about the deeper stuff behind that, and the future part of it is going to be in the deeper dive. So if you find that the past and the present is your story, could be a story, then you might want to get that future part and see what's coming in for you. If you are interested in that, toward the end of the reading, we'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below as well. What is this reading all about? Let's find out what this reading is all about first. Some general cards. It's about growth. It's about your growth. So you could be getting into better relationships that are better for you, that challenge you and cause you to grow, and perhaps teach you next level relationship stuff, about communication or something like that. Let's find out more. But yeah, it feels like it's about challenging relationships. Those ones that are going to challenge you, not just adore you, which is very easy, but very boring. Connection. It's about someone that you're really connected with, close connection with. It's about people as well. Perhaps somebody who is connected with your friendship group, or in the same tribe, that kind of thing. Could be in the same soul tribe. Listen, someone that's pulling you in. I'm getting like a siren from that, like the ocean sirens that sing a song and pull you in. There's a draw of someone here. Perhaps in your community or in your social group or something like that, someone that will lead to growth. So let's focus on the past right now. Flowers past, some significant point in the past that has something to do with what's going on in the love life right now. Can you tell me about that, please? Guys, some significant point in the past. Temperance, it's when you had to wait for something. You're waiting right now for something. You were back then as well. What else? Two of Cups, so you're waiting for a special offer. Okay, so I feel that this is your present as well at the moment, but you were in a similar energy in the past of waiting for someone to make the first move. Perhaps you had your eye on someone, you like them. Perhaps you've got your eye on someone at the moment and you like them, and you're waiting for them to step forward and make the move. Temperance, so you were waiting in the past. Temperance, tell us about this temperance. And holding your energy back, it's like, no, they've got to make the move. They've got to make the move. So you wanted someone else to step up for some reason in the past, and so you're waiting for them to do it. Masculine energy and inner journey. So while you were on an inner journey, you wanted the masculine energy to step up. So your inner journey could have been like learning how to receive more, getting your feminine energy, and so you're like, no, it's the masculine that needs to step up. I will wait. So you've been in this position before. You see, I'm fully getting that this is the present energy as well. It's a recurrence of what happened in the past. Two of Cups. So you're waiting for this significant offer to come in from them, right? From them while you held your energy back. So tell us why the Two of Cups is here. What happened? Justice. Wait. Okay, now for some of you it could be the other way around, I'm hearing, because the Justice, it could be, right, I think this is the right way around, that your past, you were waiting for someone to step up, because even further back in the past than that, you were the one to step forward and offer them, perhaps even the same person. You offered them, or you told them how you felt, and then you were waiting for them. You thought, right, it's their turn, they need to step up right now. Like, you had this hard and fast rule for yourself, and that would be your justice. Like, it's only right, only just if they come forward now, because I have either done it in the past or I told them how I feel. It's up to them now. A strong rule. Why would you have a strong rule like that? Probably out of a defense mechanism is what I'm feeling. What's behind that is movement into balance. It's like, yeah, this has got to be balanced, right? This is it, right? So you're in a situation in the past where you're pedantic about it. No, they need to make the move now, because I have made a move already, and it's up to them for it to be balanced, because I have been in imbalanced relationships before, and so they need to step up. So what happened? Did they step up? Perhaps they did in the past. You were waiting. It's like, okay. I know this kind of resonates with me, because in the past, I don't know how many years, perhaps 8-10 years ago, I had this idea, right, that I ended up being with guys that weren't strong enough for me, because I would make the first move, and I thought, no, perhaps that's why I'm ending up with guys that aren't strong enough for me. Maybe I need to wait for them to make the first move. And so I had this idea in my mind. It's like, I'll wait for them to make the first move. And then there was this guy, and I had my eye on him, and I went to this cafe, and I waited in the cafe, because I was like, I want him to ask me to out, like, ask me out. I kept on bumping into him, and one day I just went to this cafe where I'd see him, and I said to myself, I'm going to sit here until he asks me out. And I was there for hours, and so was he. That's the thing. And then he did. He asked me to the cinema, and he said after that, we got together, he said after that he knew that he had to do it. But anyway, it turns out that he wasn't that strong a person anyway. So my little ploy of getting him to waiting for him to ask me didn't get me the result that I wanted after all. It didn't get me that justice that I thought that tactic would get me. So perhaps it's something like that you've been through here. Is you're like, no, it's up to the masculine energy, because then I can get a balanced relationship, because I've had imbalanced relationships before, and they definitely need to step up. Did they step up or not? Maybe they did, and maybe like me, you found that no, it still wasn't right for you. Manifesting miracles. So there's this belief that you could manifest it. I manifested it, and he kind of picked it up in me. Did your person pick it up in you as well, that you were manifesting this miracle? Like, if they're the right one for me, then they'll pick up on this, and they will ask me. They'll be the one that comes forward, like a test, that if they're the right person for you, they will realize that and intuitively know, and then come toward you, and that will be your confirmation that they are the right one for you. It's a kind of a way to protect yourself, isn't it? A way to hoping for protection from the universe, hoping if they move toward you, it's a sign that they know too. Trusting them and their heart and their choice of you more than you trusting your choice of them. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Your dream is soon to become a reality. So you thought in them choosing you and making a move toward you, then that ensures that this is a right relationship, because you trust their choice and their intuition more than you trust your own. That's what was going on. Have I picked it right? It's something like that anyway. It'll be slightly different. Let me know in the comments below for you. I mean, you're going to experience this slightly differently, but it's a definite tactic to protect yourself, or just not to protect yourself, more to try and get the right person coming in. Breathe through the tension. So it was a tense time as you were waiting, but you were determined to wait and have them come forward. So you might have been ignoring your intuition to go forward toward them and to say something. You're like, no, I'm digging my heels in. They have to come toward me. You might not have realized why you were doing that. The deep stuff. What I'm saying now is that it was to get confirmation, because you weren't that solid in your own intuition about choosing this person. You want to be chosen because you trust their choice more than you trust your own choice. But waiting was really tense for you. You had to really manage yourself through that tension, because you're not in the flow, right? When you're resisting like that, you're not in the flow at all. When we're digging our heels in, we're not in the flow at all. So perhaps you attracted somebody, if they did come in, if they did do that, perhaps you attracted someone that could be easily controlled with your energy. It could be that. I think maybe that's what it was to me. It's like my energy was just so big, and I was manifesting that miracle, and I was putting it out. It's like, ask me out, ask me out, ask me out, so much that when he did, it's like, oh, this is meant to be. I was thinking that, but it's like, no, that was just me asserting my powerful thought energy, and him being susceptible to that. Doesn't make them a strong person when they can pick up and you can manifest them. Respect. Could have been about respect for you. So you could have been telling yourself this story. Well, if they come forward and they offer me this, then that's a sign that they respect me. And then I can open up. So they need to open me up by showing me respect first, by coming toward me. So it's all like making rules for yourself that don't really exist is what it is. That's exactly what it is. You made up rules, and you might still be following some of those rules. It's like, okay, so they need to approach me, but I also need to get signs from the universe. And, just making it more and more complicated and overthinking it. Laughter. So there was some positivity that came from this situation. It feels like you did end up in a relationship with them. Could have been very good for a while. Mine was. I had a 6-year relationship with him. Laughter and jealousy. And so jealousy came up in that relationship. Or other people were jealous of you, perhaps? There's something right about it. But there was also something weird about your approach as well. And I totally get it. I still have this belief that the masculine needs to step forward. But I also have the belief that the feminine needs to open the door as well. So spend quality time together. So you spent quality time together. You made sure that you're around them. You listen, you talk to each other. Good relationship. Yeah, good relationship. Which suggests that why you might go, well, it worked out pretty good, that relationship. Might not have lasted forever, but it worked out pretty good. My tactic was good. I might use it again, because I'm very much feeling like you're in the same energy again. Well, let's see. Flowers right now. Flowers present. Planning. Are you planning even more this time? It's like, well, this is how it's going to happen. I'll manifest it this way. They approach me, and then, you have a significant plan here. You're manifesting, aren't you? Quite specifically. Now, you might be really good at that. You are again, Four of Pentacles. It's like King of Swords. They will have the clarity. I'll hold my energy back, turning away from them. And if they approach me with that clarity, I can trust it. I can trust them. So you've got a King of Swords character here at the moment. You're holding your energy back from them, hoping that they get clarity and they choose you. But this time you're really planning on this. So you've got more of an elaborate plan, like this will happen, and then this will happen, and then this will happen, and then I'll know. Am I right? Three of Pentacles, tell us what this planning is all about. It feels like an elaborate manifestation to me. Hang of Muse, or you keep on changing your mind about it. Readings might have you in this as well. So my plan is this, and then this will happen, and then this will happen, and this will happen. You might be telling yourself that it's your intuition. I've just got this intuition that this will happen, and then this will happen, and then we'll be together. And then you watch your reading, and it confirms that, and you're like, yep, there's my sign. This is how it's going to happen. And that's how you're manifesting it, right? But Hang Muse says you keep on changing your mind about that plan. And so then, oh, well, perhaps it could happen like this. Well, I'll manifest it like that. That would be fun. So this will happen, and this happen, and then this other thing will happen. And then you watch your reading, and it confirms that, and you're like, yeah, this must be true. But again, you change your mind about it. So the plan of action, your intuition, you're thinking it's your intuition because you're getting signs that it's true. But what is actually happening is you're making a plan. You're trying to manifest it from that plan that you've made. And what you're manifesting is confirmation of the plan. Again, like I said, in my past situation, I was putting out that energy, he must ask me, to the point of going, I will stay in this cafe until he asks me. And he totally picked up on that. And he asked me. The strength of that manifestation is going to manifest clues, it's going to manifest ideas, it's going to manifest readings that confirm that, it's going to manifest all kinds of things. We get evidence of when we are manifesting something, when we're focused in a positive way, that it's going to manifest. It doesn't mean that it's like true and destined and all of that kind of stuff. It's just confirmation of that. So what I'm saying is, you put a plan into place and then you're telling yourself, oh, it's not a plan, it's not me that's come up with that plan, it's intuition. I must have picked it up because then this reading is matching it. So it must be my intuition, right? I'm intuiting that this is the way it's going to happen. The reading confirms that. No, you plan that's the way it's going to happen, and then the reading confirms your energy that you're putting out there, your manifestation. So the reading is part of your manifestation, right? What is it I'm doing when I'm doing these readings? I'm picking up on your energy, your energy. It's important to know that. I'm not necessarily predicting the future. I'm picking up on your energy as it is right now. And your clue that it's your planning that is manifesting here is that you're changing your mind about it, and then you get confirmation of that too, right? That shows not that the outcome is changing and you're picking up intuitively on that changes in the outcome, but the readings are always confirming your plan, your next plan. What's behind this? Does it make sense? It's like sometimes we think it's our intuition when it's not. Because we're the creative spirits, we're the ones that are having the ideas in the first place. Self-love is behind that. And so you are imagining and planning better things for yourself. So you're heading in the right direction. It's not like you're going wrong here at all. So you want them to have clarity, the King of Swords. You've got someone here that is a thinking person. They think a lot, think things through a lot. You're holding your energy back from them, just like you did last time now. Same card, Four of Materials. I hold my energy back. If they approach me with that clarity, it means that they are tuning into the same intuition kind of thing. You're creating this. What's the King of Swords and the Four of Pentacles doing here? Seven of Emotions, the choice. It's all about the choice. So yeah, it's what I said. You want them to choose you because you trust in their choosing more than you trust your own choosing. But it's all your manifestation. It's all your manifestation. If they choose you, it's still part of your plan, so you've chosen it. What's behind that is emotional release. It's a relief. So you're trying to manage this situation and manifest this situation as a confirmation, not as a confirmation that you can manifest whatever it is that you want, which is what you're actually doing, but as a confirmation that this is right for you, destined for you. There's a slight difference there. In the planning thing, what's really happening is you're deciding what's destined for you and you're creating it. Going about it in the way that you're going about it and making it mean them choosing you is confirmation that this is destiny. That's very different. It's only your destiny because you're creating it that way. So ask yourself, is your plan a good plan? Are you choosing really good for yourself? Is it what you want in your destiny? Is it what you're wanting your destiny to be? You're in charge. You're the creative spirit. It says so in the Bible, doesn't it? It's like the image of God kind of thing. We are the creative spirits. We're a part of it. We have those abilities and more. So in the present, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. So you are creating here what you want to be. through your dreams, through these plans. Yeah, your plan keeps on changing, but it just could be becoming more elaborate, or just like shifts in the way it could happen. Could be adding better and better things to it as your plans change. Are you? Could be worth looking at that. Could also be worth looking at, are you having some of the negative fantasies about them too, of the focused on what you don't want to happen, about some drama around it or something like that. Thinking things through. And I'll keep that one out too. And release control. So you're thinking it through, you're thinking something into being. Very much focused on it, especially in the fantasy kind of thing of the dreaming it up. A lot of thought energy behind this, but it's what's in your heart too. But this is saying release control. Right. So, if you want to get the universe involved in this, and if you want the universe to have more of a say in this, you need to release control. And stop doing this planning so much. Stop being in this, imagining it so much, because you imagine it and you're going to get that, right? If what you actually want is some more of the magic, you need to release control and let the universe, and go with the flow kind of thing, and let the universe create that magic for you. Perhaps there's something that you're not seeing, like unlimited possibilities that you could let in, something that's better for you than you can even imagine. And letting go of that, you'll get more confirmation. Letting go of this planning that you're not realizing that you're doing could give you more of that magic coming in, and more of the unlimited possibilities, rather than the controlled, I can imagine this, I want it to happen this way. What else in the present? Commitment and friendship. So you're wanting to take something at the moment from a friendship to a commitment, aren't you? Has that called you out, right? Something that's currently a friendship, you're trying to manifest it. You want them to have the clarity to manifest it, to choose you, take this to a commitment. You've chosen this person, trying to create it that way. Nothing wrong with that, absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I'm still getting that this is, that desire behind it is, you think that this is the way to ensure that this is the one that the universe has chosen for you, and that's not the case. You've chosen them, and there's nothing wrong with that. Someone that can give to you, someone that you have a good response to, a sensual response, so that they are checking your heart boxes and all of that. They've got plenty to give. You've chosen them with your mind and your heart, this person. Again, nothing wrong with that. It might just be time to let a little, to release control a little bit, to let a little bit more of the magic in. We'll see anyway what's going to happen in the future with this, but let's get another card out for the present. Be authentic. Right, be authentic. Be real and true to who you are and how you feel. You're doing pretty good here in this manifestation process. Sure, it's a little bit controlling and all of that, but it's okay. Just be true to yourself. Keep on responding to what's in your mind and in your heart. I think I'm talking to master manifestors here, flowers, and you're doing really good. Yeah, there's just this element of fate though. And is there something even better that the universe has got? And can you release control? Well, we'll see what comes up in the future for you. It's so interesting, this one. I'm very intrigued. I hope you are too. So if you're interested in me doing this all over again, which I'm going to do anyway, if you're interested in watching me do it all over again for the future part of it, see what's coming in for you, you might want to get that deeper dive. I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. Type your email address in very carefully, because if you get it wrong, you're not going to receive the email. Now, the email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that flower on your device where you can open PDFs. And in that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it should do. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment and click on that subscribe button with that notification bell down there as well. Really helps me out when you do that kind of stuff. So thank you for that. Now, if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the shell and this one's for you, shells, let's find out about your past, your present and your future of your love life. Shells, the past part is going to be about some significant point in your past that has something to do with what's going on in your love life right now. It could be from long ago past, doesn't have to be past of your connection or recent past at all. Probably will not be about that. But something significant in your past that's related to what you're going through right now. The present, of course, it's not just about what's going on at the moment, because you know that. It's about the deeper stuff that's going on behind that. And the future part of it is going to be in a deeper dive. So if you find that the past and the present part is your story, it could be a story, you might want to get the future part of it, which is an extended reading, if I can get my words out. So if you are interested in that, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get some cards out, some general cards out first for you. Shells of what this reading is all about. It's about grace. It's about getting in the flow of all good things, abundance, grace, all working out for you. Feeling like the luckiest person in the world, like the universe is on your side. Love it. Resilience, and you being resilient on that path to grace as well. So you holding on in there, sticking on in there. You've chosen a path, sticking with it. Not chopping and changing your mind too much. Safety, keeping yourself safe and making a move. That balance between keeping yourself safe and making a move, moving forward. You might be on the verge of some change at the moment in relationships and you're wondering whether it's flowing or not, whether it's in the flow or not. Could be questions like that you got coming up. Resilience. Should you hang on in there or should you give it up? Is this within the flow or not? Some bits are flowing, some bits seem to be flowing, some bits don't seem to be flowing. Could be asking yourself those questions at the moment. So let's focus on the past now. Significant point in the past in Shell's life that has something to do with what's going on in the love life right now. Well, you had a love offer coming in the past from a Knight of Cups. What else? The Fool. You decided to go for it. You dove right in there. No guarantees kind of thing. You took a pretty good chance on that. So someone came in, hearts and flowers kind of thing, going, I like you. You look good. And you're like, let's do this thing. You could have been quite young at this point. You seem to have acted on a feeling there. So let's do this. And you probably went all in on it as well. Ace of Voices seemed like a good idea at the time. Ace of Voices. Let's do it. This seems right for me. Let's do it. And what's behind that? Knight of Cups and the Ace of Voices. Sacred Space. So there was some kind of a confirmation as well from the universe that was a right decision to make. So it wasn't just a surface level, I feel you're nice, you look nice kind of thing, let's do this. You also got confirmation that it seemed like a good idea as well when you thought about it, and so you took that risk. It seems like you got into a relationship pretty fast there, but it wasn't completely like throwing caution to the wind. Yeah, you got the Fool card, so it was a little that way, but you did think about it as well. You could have been watching this person for a while as well, so there's a bit of caution there. See this moving safety card. So you appeared to get it right there. You thought about it. There was a feeling there. You had confirmation of it from the universe with that Sacred Space. You had to take a risk because you need to take a risk. You're not always going to get you're not going to get a guarantee about love. There needs to be a risk to be taken. You watched them for a while as well, so you paid attention. And things changed. Transformation. Things changed. So it didn't continue on that trajectory for very long, where you thought it was headed. And then you might have felt blindsided. It's like, oh, well, that wasn't what I expected. So you're getting into a relationship with someone, it could have fizzled out after a month or something like that, or just, it seems so promising as well. It fizzled out. I don't know, it could have been a few years ago, this. Look deep within your heart and you'll feel my love. my love for you is as deep as the ocean. So the love was there. It wasn't that. You thought about it and it appeared to be right too. So there was some compatibility there too. You took your time, you watched them for a while. But still it didn't work out. It changed, it transformed. What was that about? Let's find out. The love was there. Yeah, and you've got all the ingredients there. So no wonder you took a chance on it, right? But then it changed. Tell us more about this past. Practice gratitude. It was a good one. There was something good about it. It was a relationship to be grateful for, even though it transformed pretty quickly. I feel like you needed to get into that relationship. Now, why would that be? Because I'm feeling like within a few weeks, it transformed, it changed, and fizzled out. But you had all the right ingredients, so why would that not work out? Well, perhaps because there's something better coming along for you. But it was important that you went into that relationship. It was like a practice run or something like that. Give us more on this. Or candle just went out. Or Page of Voices could be someone else watching you do that. It could be that someone else who's destined for you noticed you going through this. Self-worth. So your self-worth wasn't up there. Okay, so you should have expected more. Yeah, it's just the Knight of Cups after all. It's self-love. It's not communication, it's self-love, yeah. So you needed to develop your self-love even further from that. I don't feel like you're getting it too wrong, but your self-love and self-worth could have been higher, and they have got higher since then, is what I'm getting. I feel like your true person watched you go through this. It could have piqued their jealousy. It could have gotten moving in some kind of a way. Perhaps you were closed down to relationships before that. You gave this person a chance, and then it was like that bridging kind of relationship that gets you back in the game. It could be that. So we could be talking about recent past for you guys here. Disillusionment. It wasn't exactly what you thought, right? You had high hopes for it. That's why you went for it with the Fool, but it wasn't exactly what you thought. A bit disillusioned by them. Appeared like it was a dream coming true, or it could have been. It didn't work out to be that though, and that's okay. I don't feel like you went terribly wrong here. I feel like this was just either a practice run, because you've got practice gratitude there, but it's that practice card word that is standing out to me, but it's a catalyst. I feel like it's a catalyst. I feel like this Page of Voices is someone that was watching you go through this, and perhaps they needed to know that, oh, you're available and they shouldn't wait forever or something like that. Tell us more about this past. Embrace your emotions and listen with your heart. So you were listening with your heart. The love was there, yes. You listened with your heart, and that was really good. You embraced your emotions. So you got into your heart more with this person. That's why they're showing up as the Knight of Cups. We're exactly right for you, but you were allowing yourself to follow the feelings, follow your heart, and also your thoughts about them too. Something right about it. I'm going to sneeze. Yeah. Wasn't so terribly wrong. It did transform though, so it wasn't quite right. And it's something to do with your self-love and your self-worth. Not that you went terribly wrong, but you could lift it from there. And I think you have done. Have you? Let me know in the comments. I think you have done. So what's going on in the present that has something to do with that then? Is this Page of Voices in your life now? You're wishing for much more now. Okay, so you're wishing for much more now. So it could be a stepping stone kind of relationship that they don't last very long, but they take your vibration from one point to another and have you reaching even higher from there. Star. So you're hopeful for even more now, better than that. You realize that you can reach higher than that, or someone that's more suited to you. And then the moon in the Seven of Swords, but there's this confusion. It's like, did I go terribly wrong with that one? I don't get what I did wrong. Was I deceiving myself? Kind of, yes, you had the disillusionment there. So there was an element of delusion there. It was not too bad though. The moon, I don't know. I don't know how I got it wrong, this is saying. So you're still looking back at that past relationship going, how did I get it wrong? Well, you didn't get it wrong because now you're reaching higher. It was a stepping stone relationship. But perhaps you're worried that you're going to get it wrong again. But there isn't any getting it wrong, that's the thing. If you don't meet the one that's going to last forever, it doesn't mean that you got it wrong. Stepping stone relationships are very important too. Any kind of relationships are very important too. The Star and the Chariot. So you're hoping to have your victory now and go forward into the relationship that's going to be your victory. Yeah, the winning relationship, the one that's going to last, right? Stripping illusions, but you want to strip those illusions away. So you know that there's something a little bit off with that last relationship. You don't want another stepping stone relationship. You want it this time. And so you want to make sure that you're not doing this in the unknown and deceiving yourself. Why have we got this Seven of Swords and the moon? Five of Materials. You want to cut that stuff out. So you're very aware that there was an element of delusion in that past relationship, something that you weren't seeing as it relates to they weren't quite good enough for you, but you didn't see that at the time. You were responding more to your heart, and there's nothing wrong with that. The love was there. You felt that, and so you responded to that, and that's good. But there was an element of delusion, and you want to strip those illusions away and to say no to the ones that aren't the go, the one that is it this time. What's behind this? You want to get more discerning. Oh, is that the card that's coming out? Discerning. You want to get more discerning about it is what it is, and you realize that it's like, well, okay, I need to get better at this Ace of Voices part of it. I listened to the heart part was right in this relationship, but I need to get more discerning about it. Is it discernment? Oh, it's all good. Don't worry about this. You're doing great. Perhaps overthinking it a little bit, but you're doing great. Okay. What else in the present? So do you have your eye on someone at the moment? You've got freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. So you don't have a block here. If you believe that you have a block, you don't. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. So don't be overthinking this and going, well, believing that you are always disillusioned, always illusion kind of thing. Don't really believe in that. Perhaps with your self-value and your self-worth and your self-love up from this past point, which I believe that you are now, you will be thinking about it a little bit more and being a little bit more discerning. Are you? If that's the case, yeah, know your worth. So if you do know your worth now, you're going to be seeing it more clearly and be thinking about it more clearly and knowing like, oh, this person is right for me because of this, or they're not right for me because of that, you know. You're going to be thinking it through more from that place of self-worth. So I think you got this. Do you think you got this? It seems like you're in a good position here to choose better for yourself. But there's a fear of rejection. Yeah. So someone's watching you. Okay, you got your eye on someone here. Like I thought, Page of Voices, I thought perhaps this character is about here. So they've noticed you, you've noticed them. You're afraid of rejection, so you're not necessarily approaching them at the moment because you're still wondering about them. You're afraid that you're deluding yourself about them again. You're afraid that it's going to kind of go pear-shaped like this one. I don't know whether this went pear-shaped or if you just drifted apart. It felt like it wasn't a long-standing thing. It just changed, it transformed. It was just one of those that fizzled out or transformed quite quickly. And you're afraid that that's going to happen again. Perhaps there's more riding on this one. Actually more involved. More entwined in each other's lives. Mutual friends are working together or something like that. And that could have you being a bit more reticent with this one. fear of rejection more because it might affect you more. Self-love you got going on at the moment, and that's a great sign. So if every time these self-worth cards and these self-love cards keep on coming out, you're saying, yes, that's clear, I am, that is me, I have been doing that. Well, that's a great sign. That means you're more in alignment, so you're going to be manifesting different stuff in that better form of alignment. So why be scared that the same thing's going to happen again? Because I've had repeating lessons in the past, Clara. Yeah, I know, me too. But it's only when we get repeating patterns lessons when we still need it, right? Still need to go for it and see, well, am I over this now? Am I ready for something different? Problem is lust. Oh. So you got a lot of attraction to this person. There could be a lot of lust as you're watching each other, and you could be worried that that's what it's about. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting a definite reluctance from you here to go for this one. It has something to do with that past one. Okay. Love is all around you. What if there's someone else that's more perfect for you? What if there's love everywhere all the time? It's the truth behind it. And so, yeah, I'm just getting this feeling that you're overthinking things here and wondering whether this person is truly right for you. You definitely want that long-term relationship. I see that. And you're not sure whether this is, and you can't have guarantees like that. But what we can do is get more cards out to find out what's going on in your future. So if that sounds like it is your story, it could be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive to find out what's coming up for you in the future. I'm just going to do the same again, but for the future, what's coming in for you. So if you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. And it's an instant watch kind of thing. Get your email address right. Type it in carefully, because if you get it wrong, you're not going to receive it. Now, the email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that shell on a device where you can open PDFs. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, then just do it on a different device, and it probably will. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there, leave a comment, and click on that subscribe button with that notification bell down there as well. So if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. I hope to get there in the end. And if you're coming with me to the deep dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly.